Floss too. It's Jessie. This is my channel, Jessie Stitches, and today is Happy Flossidays number 6 because today is December 6th. How are you doing? Um, we're in our hotel room, and I'm using a tiny mic. Since I did not carry my snowball, I also don't have my really great camera, so I'm using my computer's camera, and hopefully everything will be okay. But it'll be all right. So what happened today? I guess we're gonna, while I'm on my vacation, I'll probably do a little summary at the very beginning, and then do my showing of past as Jessie, opening up her advents, and then we'll come back for the influencer and the joke of the day, and then we'll end with whatever photos I may have taken or videos I may have taken of the day for if you are interested in that. I hope that works with everybody. If not, I guess you just won't watch. So we had the earliest flight. Like we left, our flight was at 7:20 this morning. So we left our house at like 4:15 to ensure that we got to the airport on time, park, get in through security, all that good stuff. We slept for most of the flight on the way in, and we arrived here in LAX at 9:20 in the morning. And so it was a really kind of a fun day. We're driving a Nissan Frontier. So for our rental car, we did a surprise me. And so they gave us a truck, which is a little bit surprising. It's a little big, I think, for driving in a city such as LA, but we'll make do. I've also had to put on my Furiosa and do some, Mad Max driving here in LA. They're a little bit more aggressive than they are back at home. So, but that's okay. We'll deal. I've driven in LA quite a bit, so I'm not uncomfortable with doing that. But this is pretty much our day, and you'll see some pictures at the end. So we went and I needed some tea. Like we had woken up so early and I hadn't had any caffeine. So we went and found a tea house in Chinatown, and then we were able to get some, I got some Thai tea, and we just got a lot of caffeine in it. Just in case y'all aren't sure, Thai tea has a lot of caffeine in it. And so that kind of spruced it up a little bit, but we got to go and check out Chinatown for a little bit this morning. And then afterwards, we went to the Grammy Museum. So some photos of that. I don't have a lot of photos. It's not a big museum. By just in case people were wondering, it's not a big museum. We actually were able to probably walk through it in about an hour and a half. So not a lot. But highlight of the Grammy Museum is that first different exhibits. So the first you start with there's a 50th anniversary or 50th year celebration of hip hop. On the first floor, and then on the second floor, it was Latin music with a feature on Shakira. But excuse me, one of the things that they had was like this immersive room that I think is just a standing event, which is that you can go and listen to different types of music through as it would have sounded in a different time period. So it started in like 1880 or something like that with that type of thing. I might put that picture in here since I'm talking about that right now. And it just kind of, when we listened to Green Day's American Idiot, and it kind of just went through what it would sound like. That was really super cool to do that. Now, I'm a child of the 80s, and so what was really funny was that when they got to cassettes, well, I was like, I don't remember it sounding that bad as a kid listening to cassettes in the 80s. And then, of course, it jumped to CDs, which was a much better quality. But then it went to MP3s, and I was like, that's right. Do y'all remember, for people who are old like me, do y'all remember like the transitions from CDs to MP3s and how bad the MP3s sounded? So, it's weird to think of now because the streaming audio is so much better. But when they first introduced MP3s, the quality of the audio actually was not as good as the CDs. So that was a lot of fun. And after the Grammys, we went to do a marketplace on NPR, but it's actually not NPR. It's American Public Media is who does Marketplace. And my husband is a huge fan of Marketplace. And actually, when we were back home, he had an opportunity to attend an event at our local NPR network or station. And so he kind of called the person that kind of coordinated that in Houston for us to see if there was a way for us to kind of come to here in LA to see Marketplace, because this is where they record the evening program. And they did it. Oh my gosh, it was so fantastic. We got to meet Kai, who's the host, and we got to meet the executive producer, and she was so amazing and answered all of our silly questions of like behind the scenes things. And, it's a really fascinating process that they do, and everyone was so incredibly kind. And so it was a lot of fun. It was a huge bucket list item for him, and because he listens and he's an investor, he's been giving to not only our NPR station but also to Marketplace for years, and like a decade, like a long time, like a huge fan and supporter. And so this was a real big thrill for him. What's really funny is that they gave us a couple of stickers, but our souvenirs, our books, they actually had the whole bookshelves of books that people send to the network or to the station for them to, in hopes that the authors would get covered and become a piece in during the segment. And so they were like, please, would you like a souvenir book? So we took some books. So that's our day. We checked into our hotel. There'll be a little video of us talking into our room. It's only like 30 seconds of what the room looks like, a little brief tour. We're staying here, and yeah, I guess I shouldn't tell you where I'm staying, although I guess if you recognize the room, you probably can figure it out, just because we don't want creepy people showing up. But yeah, that's, now that I'm saying that, maybe I shouldn't show you the picture of our room. That's fine. That's fine. Who's watching me? But that's it. Let's go to Past Jesse, do my opening box. I'll be right back with our other encounter. Hi, Floss Tube. This is Historic Jesse. We're opening up box 6. 6. We're doing number 6. All right, so let's first start with Night Stalkers Calling. I'm gonna get it right. Oh! I always break these, and I always need them. It is a needle threader. Love it. And it's like a little snowflake. I don't know why. I get them, they break. Like, what am I doing with with threaders that are constantly breaking them? I don't know. But there we go. That is day 6 for that. And now here comes Caterpillar Cross Stitch number 6. Here's the back picture, and it says, simply having a wonderful Christmas time. Ready? Ooh. It's the Cozy Chocolate Company 62% cacao drinking chocolate in Worcestershire. Worcester. Is it Worcester? Worcestershire? Worcestershire? I love hot chocolate. It's an original flake drinking chocolate. Oh, how interesting. This is what it looks like for the Americans who don't know what this is. Oh, this is exciting. I can't wait to try this. Man. Oh. Now, future Jesse is probably like, man, wish I had that here. All right. Okay. All right. Back to you, future Jesse. Thanks, Past Jesse. Those were awesome. Really excited about those. So let's go ahead and look at who is our Inspirator. So remember, I drew everything. Thank you for the kind comments of enjoying my non sequiturs as I filled in some dead air as I do the drawings. But let's go ahead and do this. I am seeing this live for the first time with you. So today is Animal Instinct. And this is Kelly. Now, Kelly is an Aussie, Australia, stitcher, and does a great variety of stitching. But let me tell you how she actually inspires me is that I've actually been watching Kelly for a long time, and she has I want to say she's a vet, but she has an animal background, and this is where it kind of came from. But the thing that inspires me is very similar to Crafty Jamie, and is that she is stitching an extremely large piece that's geeky, and it's Firefly, the Fox TV show Firefly, that was a cult hit, and with the artwork was converting the characters to cats, and very realistic cats, like not cartoon cats, like realistic cats. And I want to say it's Gecko Rouge. I could be wrong. I don't remember. I might be remembering the actual designer of that, and I don't remember the artist. Unfortunately, go check out Kelly and watch it. But it's really quite inspirational. She does every so often. She'll do like a full month, and she focuses on it. Does a lot of things. It's beautiful stitching of like 1/1 on like small count, a full coverage piece. And I just love watching the progress happens. It inspires me for my big bap. That's basically saying big, but my BAP for Sailor Moon Squad, to see like how much when you just focus a little bit that you can actually really get a lot of progress, and you can probably finish one of those BAPs pretty quickly. So go check out Kelly. All right, that's it. Let's go to Ho Head and do our little jokes. For those of you who want to stay, there'll be a few pictures, probably maybe about 2 or 3 minutes of content of pictures and things after this. All right, but here we go. We need a giggle. I'm so tired. We're gonna go to bed like at 8. Like we're so tired. Okay, let's do this. All right. How do you wash your hands over the holidays? With Santa-tizers. That's what it says. My delivery did use some work. Comic is hard. Comedy's hard. All right. Tomorrow we're actually going to go to Universal Studios Hollywood. So I'm going to do better about taking some pictures and some videos for tomorrow. But otherwise, I hope wherever you are having a stitchy good time, and happy Flossidays. Don't want a nation under the new media.